My name is Aaliyah Wise, and this is Let's Start Talking, a social media campaign proposal for CheckSmart. CheckSmart is a major player in the check cashing and payday lending industry, but when it comes to social media, it is a bit behind the times. Currently, CheckSmart's public relations and marketing campaigns rely heavily on in-store, radio, and television advertisements. There's not a lot to look at digitally. In fact, when it comes to online communication, the company focuses solely on an outdated website and a blog that's difficult to find. So why should CheckSmart start engaging in social media now? Let's face it, social media is not going away. Take a look at the numbers on the screen. 1.2 billion active monthly Facebook users and more than 230 million monthly active Twitter users. That's a lot of people. Everyone we need to communicate with in order to thrive is using social media. The fact is, CheckSmart is getting left behind. Customers, potential customers, and employees are out there communicating with one another, and more importantly, they're communicating with our competition. Many of our colleagues are succeeding with social media sites, in particular Facebook and Twitter. Check Into Cash, Ace Cash Express, and Advance America are just a few examples of companies already engaging customers through social media. Of course, it's never a good idea to develop a social media site or campaign just because everyone else is doing it. This is not some bandwagon CheckSmart should just jump on. Rather, social media is a platform that can be used to accomplish goals the company sets for itself. According to the authors of Groundswell, there are 5 reasons to develop a social media campaign: listening, talking, energizing, supporting, and embracing. CheckSmart's campaign, if you couldn't guess by the title of the presentation, focuses on talking. The company's name is out there, so now it's time to spread CheckSmart's core messages. Although CheckSmart doesn't post a clear mission statement, the campaign should focus on improving brand and industry image, improving customer service, and getting employees engaged and excited about new products and services. Our target audiences for this campaign are current customers, potential customers, and employees. Potential customers may seem like an overly general group of people, but the fact is, it can be difficult to narrow down who might use CheckSmart services based on typical demographics, as the customer base ranges widely. For our purposes, we'll assume that potential customers are friends and family members of current customers and employees, and people actively searching online for services CheckSmart offers, primarily check cashing and payday lending, or short-term lending services. This places emphasis on search engine optimization, something that CheckSmart does surprisingly well. The heart of this campaign lies in the development and implementation of SMART objectives, or goals that are specific, measurable, attainable, relevant, and time-bound. The SMART objectives listed are goals that should be accomplished each week during the first year of the social media campaign. After that, of course, the plan and the objective should be reevaluated. Every week, CheckSmart should aim to have 15 new Facebook likes and 10 new Twitter followers. 2 of the blog posts currently listed on the company website shared by users to an outside social media source. 10 relevant comments or retweets on various posts the company makes throughout the week. And 2 new loan information requests completed on the company website. Here's a picture of the form on the left of the slide. It will need to be updated to ask about the influence of social media on its completion. In order to maximize the benefits of social media sites, we must have a strategy in place. Let's reflect for a moment on CheckSmart's goals: image, customer service, and engagement. Unfortunately, CheckSmart is part of an industry that has a negative reputation. Check cashers and payday lenders are frequently accused of ripping people off and existing solely to make a profit. This campaign aims to shake off the predatory lender stigma and show the world that CheckSmart is a company where customer service and engagement with stakeholders takes priority. We're going to do this by redesigning the current company website and blog, developing new social media pages on respected sites, and integrating the website with the new pages. This is a screenshot of the CheckSmart homepage on www.checksmartstores.com. As you can see, it's less than impressive. The site looks dated, contains little information, and quickly bores users. Of course, there's the added disadvantage of the site not being accessible to people with disabilities, particularly blind users. A page reader would not be able to read the information you need to hover over with a mouse to see. There are no links to social media sites, so they'll have to be added to the redesigned website in order to aid integration. CheckSmart does make an attempt at providing a blog, as I mentioned earlier. They post frequently and have enabled comments on the site, although no one is actually posting any comments. This is because it's difficult to even find the blog. Once you've chosen a state on the homepage, you must click one of two latest news topics on the bottom left corner of the screen in order to be taken to the corresponding blog post. There you can click the author name, which is always CheckSmart, to be taken to a list of older posts. These posts are always small tips about how to save money in different situations, or occasional blurbs about recent charity events. When the website is redone, the blog should be given prominence so that people can actively find it and start engaging in communication. There should also be an option that allows people to share the posts on social media sites such as Facebook and Twitter. As for content, the blog would benefit from a Get to Know the Executive series that highlights different CheckSmart executives, lets people know what they love about the company and their communities, and gives the blog a more personal feel. As I'm sure you could tell by the presentation so far, this campaign depends heavily on the development of two new social media pages for the company, one on Facebook and one on Twitter. Each site will be used to engage customers in conversation. On Facebook, content should focus on tips, thus helping to connect with the blog, including shares of the blog post and calls to action that direct users to visit the website and the blog. There should also be a series of customer testimonials that help build brand and industry image, but these must be carefully done so that they do not appear to be paid advertisements. And there should be posts about new products and services. Twitter, on the other hand, is more streamlined and should have different content from the Facebook page and blog. A Q&A tweet series that answers questions people have about CheckSmart and its services could be used effectively. After working hard to develop this campaign, the main question is, how do we know it's working? The benefit of establishing SMART objectives like we did is that it's pretty clear whether or not the goal has been met. We'll be able to see how many people liked or followed us, commented on our posts, or retweeted what we had to say. Overall, though, this campaign is about talking, so outside of these goals, we'll need to use tools such as Google Analytics to focus on visits and bounce rates in order to see who is seeing and hearing the messages we're putting out there. We'll also focus on conversion rates of people who see social media content and correspondingly fill out a loan information request. This campaign is deliberately simple because it's designed to be CheckSmart's first step at successfully using social media. So, let's start talking.